You tidied the kitchen before bed, you put things away, you wiped down the counter, and yet you came downstairs in the morning and somehow it already felt like it needed attention again. The pillows were off. The table had something on it. That one corner you can never keep clear had quietly filled up again overnight. And so the day begins, not with rest, but with a small, familiar weight. A low-level tension that you carry from room to room without even naming it. You go through the motions, you make the bed, you move things around. But by evening, you're exhausted. Not from living, but from maintaining. And something about that feels quietly wrong. What if it didn't have to start that way? Not every morning, not perfectly, but most mornings. What if you came downstairs and the first feeling was calm instead of catch-up? What if the state of your home quietly supported you instead of quietly demanding from you? That is what this video is about. Not a cleaning system, not a chore chart. Something slower and more durable than that, a set of small morning habits drawn from Japanese home philosophy that prevent the kind of accumulation that leads to exhaustion in the first place. By the time this video ends, you'll have a different way of thinking about maintenance. One that is almost effortless because it begins before the mess arrives. Stay until the end. The last principle is the one most people overlook, and it takes under 2 minutes. There is a concept in Japanese culture called Kaizen. It translates literally as change for the better. But its real meaning is something quieter. Small, continuous improvement. Not transformation, not overhaul, just one small, consistent action, repeated calmly every day. Kaizen is not about motivation. It is not about finding the energy to do more. It is about designing your mornings so that nothing ever accumulates to the point of requiring energy in the first place. That is the philosophy behind everything you're about to hear. The first habit is called kanso, the practice of simplicity. In a Japanese home, the morning begins not with cleaning, but with returning. Every object goes back to its place before the day fully begins. Not because someone is coming over, not because it needs to be done, but because the home has a natural resting state. And the morning is when it is gently restored to it. This sounds obvious, but most of us don't have a natural resting state for our homes. We have a general idea of tidy and we work toward it whenever it gets bad enough. Kanso asks something different. Decide once where everything lives. Then returning things takes seconds, not decisions. The invitation here is small. Choose one surface in your home, just one, and decide what belongs on it. Nothing else. Every morning, return it to that state. 3 things. Same 3 things. Same place. Watch what that one small act does to how the whole room feels. The second habit lives in the transition between sleeping and waking, in the moment just after you open your eyes. In Japanese homes, the bed is made before anything else happens. Not as a chore, as a signal. A quiet message from you to the rest of your day. I begin with intention. There is something about a made bed that anchors the entire room. It sets a visual tone that everything else responds to. A room with a made bed feels attended to. A room with an unmade bed feels like it's waiting for something. This takes 2 minutes, possibly less, but it changes what you see when you walk past the room for the rest of the day. The third habit is about the kitchen, and it is the one most people underestimate. In traditional Japanese households, the kitchen is cleared completely before breakfast. Not after, before. The idea is that preparing food in a calm, empty space is a different experience than preparing food while also managing yesterday's dishes. One feels like nourishment, the other feels like chores inside of chores. If you've been looking for a way to bring this kind of intention into your daily routine, a structure that adapts to your real mornings, not an ideal version of them, there's something in the first pinned comment worth looking at. It's called the Peaceful Home Kit, and it includes a daily planning assistant designed to help you build a home routine around the life you actually have, not the one you wish you had. The fourth habit comes from the Japanese concept of ma, the art of space. Ma is not emptiness. It is the deliberate cultivation of breathing room, visual, physical, emotional. In terms of morning habits, it looks like this. Before you leave a room, pause for 3 seconds and look at it. Not to find what's wrong, just to see it. This pause is not passive. It is a moment of quiet decision. Does anything need to return before you move on? Often, the answer is no. Occasionally, it takes 10 seconds to address. But those 10 seconds, repeated across 3 or 4 rooms, prevent the accumulation that turns into an hour of work on a Saturday afternoon. The 5th and final habit is the one people are most surprised by. Because it requires nothing at all, do less in the evening. Not laziness, intentional restraint. One of the reasons mornings feel heavy is that evenings often end in incompletion. Projects left half open, bags dropped without being unpacked, surfaces used and not cleared. If you close your evenings with 3 small acts, dishes done, surfaces clear, bag by the door, you don't wake up to yesterday, you wake up to today. These habits are not really about keeping a clean house. They are about the relationship between your inner world and the one you come home to. A calm home does not make life easier by accident. It makes life easier because it reflects something true, that you are someone who moves through the world with a little more intention, a little more care, not for appearances, for yourself. If that's the kind of home you want to build, not a perfect one, but a peaceful one. The Peaceful Home Kit was made for exactly this moment. It includes a daily planning assistant that asks where you are today, your energy, your time, your priorities, and gives you a realistic plan for that specific day. It also includes a 21-day challenge that helps you turn mornings like these into something you do naturally without thinking, and a home maintenance tracker that means nothing ever quietly gets out of hand again. You won't wake up wondering where to start. You'll just start. It's in the first pinned comment, there when you're ready. And in the meantime, tomorrow morning, pick one surface, return it to its natural state. That's enough to begin.